Hi, Kirsten. So glad to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, if you don't mind just briefly introducing yourself and tell us maybe where you're from.
Okay, so I'm Kirsten Norman. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I was born in New Mexico, so like I've been here all my life. And
Awesome.
Southwestern
So-
Grill here.
oh yeah. Well, it's my soul place for sure. So, what was it that drew you to working with me and doing one of my programs?
So I remember that I was at the point where I wanted to start doing more for my health. Like I had like just a generic goal of like getting in shape, but I also had like a kind of like a holistic idea too, where I just wanted to improve things in general. And you are starting out work, like just, starting out your business and trying out a new thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, Shelly's awesome. And this is perfect. And yeah, this is, count me in, sign me up.
Awesome. Um, so when we did the program together, we did a 12-week program, one-to-one coaching. And what did you find beneficial about the program?
So there's a few things. The structure of the program was really not just helpful, but important and essential for me because I do better with things that are structured where I don't have to think about it and someone is kind of like has organized what goes next because then you don't have to think about it and you can still get there. And I also just need that structure because I have ADHD and it's easy to start something and then, like if you're doing a whole program by yourself and you get started and it's really awesome and then like 3 weeks later you're like, oh, something shiny over here, I'll go do that.
Right. The coach, right. I keep you on track, right? Like that was, yeah, yeah. I get that. Me too. Like when I've been in coaching programs. What was unique about this program compared to like personal training or any other programs?
So the biggest thing for me was that it was super holistic. I'm a big believer in, like, I don't even think you should call it like the mind body connection. Like we're all human, and there are so many things that go into like health and wellness, and focusing on one is great and targeted and necessary, but we're also like we're complex human beings, like we have so much going on, and there's so many things that impact our ability to like function and train and show up and all the rest of it. So having those different facets just made it easier to follow and made it more enjoyable and made it feel like I was getting more out of it because we focused on that stuff too. So
Oh, awesome. So, like, what would be like just one or two examples of what you would put under the umbrella of holistic that we did?
so holistic stuff like somatics, breathing, journaling, because like sometimes you're just, having or you're feeling frustrated about a workout because you tried and it was hard, or you feel really tired and you don't want to work out. And the act of being able to just like write that stuff down and get it out, but having that like built into the program as part of the structure, like just made it like so that you could do that without really thinking about it. And
Oh, yeah.
there were fewer roadblocks as a result, basically,
Oh,
right?
wonderful.
Because
Yeah.
it was like built in. It's like, there's always going to be like challenges and stumbling blocks, and just having those tools that you're like learning and using already, it made a world of difference. So
Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. What was something that shifted for you, like mentally or emotionally during your time?
um I gained more confidence in my ability to do difficult workouts because I tried hit a bit here and there and it was always like so hard, and I tried to get more into it. Like I tried to do it on my own and it was just always, I mean, it was rough. And part of it was the consistency, but also just the whole like understanding that it, when we chatted about it with coaching, like that, I was retraining my nervous system, and, there's a lot of just, yeah, all the stuff that we like worked on understanding like why it was challenging for me, and then working on things that would improve that, part of which was consistency, but there were some other things like that's what and it surprised me because I'm like, I like working out, but I never got into that super intense hard stuff, and it's so good for you. Like, I mean, you can feel it every time you do one of those. Like the next day you're just like, all of those like hormones and physiobiological responses, your body is just like, feel better. And I always wanted to like be able to like feel good like that.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad. You can do hard things, right?
Yeah.
And I think also too, like the steel mace, the way the steel mace vinyasa class is structured, it's like you have that section that is intense, but it builds up to that and it brings you back down, right? So it kind of like helps regulate your nervous system, like in
Yeah.
that way as well, because it's not just like balls to the wall for like an hour, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
there's just that section that's super intense, and other ways you're kind of slowly building strength and then stretching it all out. And so,
Yeah, that was definitely a huge part of it.
mhm.
Like doing it in one session, like up to it. I guess that's what I was trying to articulate.
Yeah, no, you made really good points. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's really cool to hear your perspective now later, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, no, I
And
mean, it just made it easier for me to keep doing it, even though I had already
mhm.
signed up. Like, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm going to like just die for this 1 hour or something. Like,
Yeah.
it was like having something that was designed to like set you up for success.
Cool. Awesome. I'd love to hear that. And then what results did you get like physically and energy like over the 12 weeks through the program, through it all? What did you see
So,
shift?
the biggest thing that I got was having more energy to do things without thinking. So things like, going somewhere in higher elevation and being able to run up the stairs and not even think about it. Like,
Awesome.
I was just able to like do more as a human, and it felt really good.
Oh, I love that. I'm so glad to
Mhm.
hear that. So
Yeah,
that's what
and it
it's
was
all
like, it was
about, right?
cool. It was cool too. Like,
Yeah.
and I know that's like part of the point, but then when it actually happens and you're like, oh, I've been doing all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you're just like walking around and doing stuff, and you're like, hey, I'm doing all this stuff and I feel good about it. Like, it
Yay.
it it definitely um yeah, it was very rewarding and worth it.
Oh, awesome. I love that. Would you recommend a program to someone else, and why?
Yeah, so I definitely recommend your program because you're just a very like positive and enabling person, and you've also obviously spent the time like putting together something that works for a variety of like people and helps
Hmm.
deal with challenges. It's like I said earlier, you have all these things that help set you up for success, and I honestly feel that that holistic approach really has the ability to help like more people. Like, you're not just doing a personal training session where there's a program, they're like, oh, we're going to get you in shape and we're just going to do it. There's like the emotional part of it, and there's like the scheduling part of it, and then there's the recovery part of it, and just um yeah, just all of it together. And I feel like it's a unique way to approach things like in wellness and health that I haven't seen a lot of. And to me, it actually kind of goes with the whole functional fitness thing. Like, the whole reason we're doing stuff like this is so that we can have functional movement and just be able to do more as humans. And I just feel that the holistic approach is of the natural embodiment of that. So that's why I think it's like so cool. It's why it was like successful and worked for me, and that's why I think it's like worth like your time and money, definitely.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. Well, and it's it was cool to see your progress too, and to hear, your success. And it wasn't always easy, right? It's like we're always like had that internal battle, but like that's what's so beneficial about being in a program and having a coach, is like keeping you on track, right? And then you get to, but I'm just so proud of you because because you're the one that did the work too. So brava.
Yeah, I mean, you're right though. There are times where it's really not easy, and it's not like you want to sugarcoat it. You are going to be doing work, and it's going to be challenging, but just like, I guess, understanding and having confidence that when stuff like that comes up, you can work to manage it, and like you're learning the tools or you can help with it. Just having that really, I mean, it reduces the stress because then you're like not freaking out. It's more like, yeah, it's something I'm doing, and it's going all right, and I can do it. I mean, it helps, and having that slightly more positive mindset, I really just it just makes it even more enabling. But yeah, just yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much. Do you have any other thoughts or reflections about the program? And is there something from the program that still impacts you today?
Uh, I think the whole this was like a smaller part of the program, but the whole like breathing and meditative and journaling parts of things, I've done those like a fair bit over my life, but I hadn't been doing them as regularly. And I just found that like was it emotionally really helpful, especially as I was adding in something that like took time and effort and all the rest of it. So, and I know it's like, oh, well, if you just do all the like journaling stuff and meditate, you'll be fine. But it's not like, it's a lot to take on, you know? So, but it didn't feel like a lot because, well, like it was all the different pieces that were working together. And it was, and another thing that was good is I felt that the workouts were super effective. Like they were challenging, but not impossible. But I always felt like I got like the best workout. Basically, it was like,
Awesome.
it's like all of those little muscles that you don't normally move. We moved all those. We worked on balance, and it's like it felt so much better than just like going and doing a bunch of reps at the gym where you're just like targeting something. Again, it's just that
Yes.
holistic thing, and it was what I was looking for, but it felt really amazing to finally like be able to start doing that stuff. It really did.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Well, you were a joy to work with, and I appreciate your time so much today. And hopefully your transition and growth and wonderful story will inspire someone else to take the leap and make their life a little bit better and stronger.
Oh yeah, I hope so too. I mean, I think it's like a fantastic program, and uh, it's definitely worth investing in yourself. Like I knew going like in that it would be valuable to do that, but I didn't quite understand how much it would impact me day to day. And even
Oh,
after like doing the program, there's just little things like, okay, well, I got sick, so I'm not in the place I was a few weeks ago, but um, I got sick during the program. And so we started out doing like gentle and slow and building back up, just like having those tools that I could keep using after learning how to use them has been like super helpful. And I
oh.
feel like slightly more, functional as a human as a result from a health perspective.
Awesome. I love it. Well, thanks so much, Kirsten. I appreciate you. And we'll talk again soon.
Okay.